Hey man, I do what I do.
Social media posts. You don't have to like his history. You don't have to like the way he carries himself. Maybe you hate his attitude. Maybe you think he's too blunt, too aggressive, too unpolished. That's fine. But here's what you need to ask yourself. Are you better off today? You think based on the direction we headed that your paycheck is going to stretch further? Here's a good one. Are the streets safer? Is your business thriving? Is your community on the path to being stronger? Are your kids probably going to have a better future? Now, if the answer to that is yes, then maybe, just maybe, black folks, and everybody else listening, maybe it's time to get out of your feelings and recognize that sometimes you don't get the hero you want, you get the hero you need. Now, for years, many of these politicians lied to you. Shout out to my man FDNY 1677. Remember, fellas, if you have an Xbox, one PlayStation, boy, I ain't playing with you. But anyway, I ain't about to play with you. But look, fam. All these years you've had these politicians from Barack Obama all the way back. They lied to you. They pandered to you. They fed you empty promises just to get your vote. They showed up every 4 years, every 2 years to tell you what you wanted to hear. And then they disappear. While your neighborhoods stay the same but get worse. We had a whole black president with a whole black wife. And the black community didn't do better. Home ownership went down. Employment went down. Now you got Trump. He's not that guy. He is not here to make you feel good like Barack Obama and fill you up with hope and change. He's here to make your wallet fatter, man. He's here to make your country respected and stronger. He's here to make your future brighter. And you don't have to like this man. But his policies are working. The man is trying to get rid of taxes. Not just lower them, but get rid of them. Without all these illegal immigrants driving the wages down, your job is going to have to pay you better. Without all these people who came up here and for what they cleared out the prisons and sent people up here, guess what? Your streets are going to be safer. With all these people now, for either you pay these tariffs or you come bring your manufacturing plants back to the United States, back to Ohio, back to Michigan, back to Illinois, or you're going to pay some high tariffs. You move that, you're going to pay this Canada, businesses in Canada, you're going to pay this 25% tariff, or you're going to build your plant in Michigan, in Wisconsin. That's what you're going to do. And so because of that, your business is going to grow. You have a president who is running your government that's finally putting America first. And if you can't recognize that because you're too caught up in your emotions, then you're choosing failure over success simply because you don't like the messenger. Shh. Look, man, he's not a saint, and he damn sure ain't your savior. But the problem is too many people today are making decisions based on emotions rather than results. You don't have to love Donald Trump. You don't have to ask yourself, you ain't got to lay up in this man's bed. That's Melania's job. But you do have to ask yourself this: do you want to win? Or do you want to complain? Do you want prosperity, security, and opportunity? Or do you want to cry about how this man makes you feel? Feelings don't put food on your table, family. Feelings don't pay your rent. Feelings don't create jobs. Policies do. And for too long, Americans, especially Black Americans, have been emotionally manipulated into voting against our own interests. We've been told we have to hate this man who's actually making things better for America. And we've been told, and supporting the people who have done nothing for us at the same time. This is your wake-up call. You may not like Trump. You may think he's a bigot. You may think he's a racist. Look, man, what if he is? He may never invite you to dinner. He ain't gonna play a card game with you. He's not gonna have a beer with you. He's not gonna have dinner with you. Don't be fooled. Don't. But here's the thing: don't let personal dislike get in the way of your own success. Because at the end of the day, it's not about liking Donald Trump or any other politician, man. It's about liking your paycheck. It's about liking lower crime. It's about liking a booming economy. It's about liking a future where your kids have better opportunities. If you're willing to throw all that away because you don't like his tone or you don't like his attitude or the way he makes you feel, then the problem isn't him issue. Look, you don't have to love the man. I don't love the man. But you need to respect what's working. You need to recognize results. Because the alternative is this. You want to go back to Joe Biden? You want to go back to Barack Obama? You want to go back to Bill Clinton, who wrote that 1995 crime bill in place? Is that what you want to do? Because none of that worked for Black folk. We can go all the way back to 1965. Lyndon B. Johnson, he was the one that foisted this welfare system on. That's what you want to go back to? Is that what you want? Jimmy Carter letting all these Cubans come up through Miami. That's what you want? You want to go back to that? That didn't help us Black folks. I'm not saying you have to like Donald Trump. I'm not saying he's not a racist. I'm not saying he's not a bigot. I'm saying respect that what he's doing is working for us. Because see, going back to that same tired, broken system that's been failing us for decades, that's not what I want to do. Now the choice is yours. You could either get out of your feelings and get on the grind and start benefiting from these policies that are making America stronger, or we can go back to what was. I choose the former over the latter. This is Uncle D.